Here's another late development, and this news keeps coming in as we're talking here.
Oh, you don't get whoopings, huh?
Huh? No, I don't do that shit.
I said you don't give whoopings.
No, I don't do that shit.
True, I feel you. I don't really. I'm with my kids.
Hey, it works.
You want to do all that extra shit? I'm gonna give you that. You better get out that. You better not be in that toilet. You on the couch.
It's the look. It's the look for me.
Nah,
God.
It's the look. I don't yell at her, but I raise my voice.
But the look gotta mean something. The look gotta mean something though. If you just looking at me just because you upset.
The look comes with like a reminder. It's like if you gotta give.
Yeah, that's all it is now. Yeah, they gotta know you'll whoop them.
Yeah, they gotta know that you would. Hey,
Yeah.
don't get it twisted.
You see what the Bible says? Spare the rod.
Welcome to another episode of the Books and Beyond Mail Book Club. As always, we are back in the building. We are reviewing part 4 of A Promised Land, the book by Barack Obama. I'm joined as always by Black and JB. We are here on the President's Day. The irony of the situation. Crazy weather going around all over the place. So if you're watching this, be safe. Try not to drive and podcast at the same time. Don't incriminate yourself while on the camera. But hey, it's the little things in life.
What they gonna do to me? I'm ready for my shootout with the police. Did y'all watch the Black Messiah?
No, I ain't watch it yet.
I already told myself I'm not watching no more sad Black stories. Like I already know the story of Fred Hampton, and like the books are always going to do these situations more justice. I would have loved to see a twist on it where they actually won. I don't know. I
love how they played them roles though, nigga.
Yeah, they did.
Dude, for Black Panther, he played the shit out that role, boy. And to be that young, he's like 17, 18. So the crowns had to been like the fuck is a crown? But it had to be like the vice lords. But they said the stones and the disciples, why they couldn't say the vice lords?
Mm.
They couldn't find nobody that was vice lord to say that.
I didn't know he was that young the whole time.
Yeah, they was no older than 20.
Yeah,
20
he died at 21. But you gotta think he was in jail for like 2 years. Yeah, I think 17, bro.
He was 17.
Doing all that shit for them kids, bro.
You ain't never see anybody that age nowadays doing shit like that. You could barely find adults doing shit like that.
I mean, not, but actually, it is the young motherfuckers still that's making the moves. It was young motherfuckers that got them tapes released for what's his name, Laquan McDonald.
Yeah,
in Chicago. Yeah, it'd be young motherfuckers that be doing the work, the more aggressive work, other than just out there talking. They gonna be out there.
Facts. Yeah, it's definitely a good representation of it. I got HBO Max, so I'll probably end up watching it.
It's definitely a good film to watch. Then you be like, and you see how dirty motherfuckers be, and he felt bad because he killed himself right after they fucking had that little interview with what's the name in the 90s, and they put that shit out there. He killed himself as soon as it aired on PBS. Because he was like, "Yeah, I was a part of the struggle," but you said it back.
You said it back.
That's the. Yeah, it'd be like motherfuckers don't want to really be out there with the shit, and they tried to convince him that the Black Panthers like the KKK.
It be your own people,
man.
Your own people, man. They did it to Malcolm.
That was all now, but that wasn't even really all them. It was just them money hungry ass fucking pieces of shit.
When money gets involved, that's when people show their true colors. I always say greed is going to be the thing that destroys the earth.
See, I didn't even know about no other cat that they looked up to. I thought it was just Elijah Muhammad goof ass. It was a nigga they called God that was alive. It was Floyd Muhammad or some shit like that.
Yeah, Floyd Muhammad.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Where
the fuck was he when they were? Where was he when they were trying to kill Malcolm?
Counting money.
Because he wasn't teaching them like that. No, he wasn't. From what it sounded like, is he wasn't like them motherfuckers. But they was wild as hell, fucking all them kids and shit. They was doing all type of. I hate the nation, bro. They weak as fuck. It's the pyramid scheme, bro. If you can recruit motherfuckers, you're gonna be taken care of. That shit just like any pyramid scheme that motherfucker get. The more clout you got, the more money you get, the more attention you get. But as soon as a motherfucker ain't doing what y'all want them to do or start really trying to stick up for the people, y'all on their ass. But they ain't never fight no white people. They always fought their own people though.
You gotta go.
Yeah, they ain't never, they ain't never.
What's the thing about the cult? Like a cult, if you can't raise a question in a cult, then you probably in a cult. Like that's how. If you ever got a question, if you're in a cult or a scheme, just raise your hand and ask. Hey, what if we did it this way? If everyone says you gotta go, or they start beating your ass, you're probably in a cult, or you're probably in a pyramid scheme or something like that. Like, just ask a question.
That's all that is a pyramid scheme, bro.
But
you can do something for them, they'll do something for you. They'll pay for a motherfucker to do something, then you got to pay them back. Tenfold. You got to bring other motherfuckers. I hate them, bro. Fuck that.
It's all right. We'll berate them later. JB, how was Valentine's Day?
Man, it was cool. It was cool. We was still birthday partying it up, so I got them both their Valentine's. They said they like their gifts. I got my gift in the mail, so.
What you get? Did you buy yourself something?
Nah, my wife bought something.
With your account?
It's all the same money, so it don't really.
That's all I say.
Hey, there's a big ass. There's a debate going on right now about do guys deserve Valentine's Day gift? And now we from Chicago, so
the easiest thing to say is Valentine's Day is for love. If you love who the fuck you with, yeah, they deserve a fucking gift.
But a lot of people.
It's a celebration
like Chicago,
of love.
At least Midwest people, we got the sweetest day. Yeah. So like that's really meant for the guys.
Yeah.
But like this was some originating in the South, so I would just assume they don't got sweetest day. So I don't know.
Well, they added it to it now. Like years ago, you can look sweetest day up, and it was only a Midwest thing. Now they got people. Now they try to act like Tampa Bay really into. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Because I posted shit years ago while I was in the service, like, cause I asked motherfuckers, it's all over, everybody, like, y'all know what Sweetest Day is? In the service, they're like, hell no, what the fuck is that? They don't sell cards for that shit nowhere else. But now all of a sudden, when you look it up, it say Tampa Bay. Yeah, but Valentine's Day is for love.
Make money off some shit, they're gonna endorse it.
Oh yeah, if they can make money off of it, it'll be a holiday. That's the bare minimum.
It's gonna be cards. It's gonna be cards, all kind of shit. It's gonna be Valentine #2.
But yeah, that shit.
No, we can't have shit.
He was just petty.
Nah, but do you? So you
like
believe?
We want to be treated so.
All right, but like so I think we're all in agreement. It's like you just buy the person a gift if you want to, but like
if you want to.
Like this goes both ways, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't expect
they gonna want
gift.
Something. Yeah. But I'm gonna accept my socks, bro. I want socks, bro. Give me some fucking socks.
Yeah. Give me the heart-filled shit, or give me whatever bullshit you trying to buy. I will take that shit.
Give me anything.
Got mine.
Just think about me. I need a scarf. I need a hat.
Got my socks.
Yeah, give me anything.
Give me a tool set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got my socks. I got a tie somewhere.
Yeah. Oh God, that's what I'm saying. Give me something simple.
Nah,
you gotta go all out. Like everybody wants to. Like chicks be wanting you to go all out and lose all your money. Like damn, man.
I got one of them hand massagers too in the mail.
Oh, that's love.
One of them hand massagers.
You got a who?
Yeah, that little thing that be fucking people up. Yeah, that shit love.
That shit nice.
Hey, you got a hand massager sleep right now in the house.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's sleep.
ain't no amount of batteries you can buy to get that thing to work when it's sleep.
Oh God, that motherfucker.
It's sleep and 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, she'll rub on your hands whenever. Oh man, especially if you're gonna talk to her.
Sit there in a conversation. Well then, do we want to jump into the book, or do we want to talk about the impeachment bullshit? Because I really part 4 was fucking boring to me. Like there was a few highlights in it.
I liked it.
But like we'll definitely go through it. But any thoughts on the impeachment trial results?
I ain't never
just dumb,
surprised
bro.
by shit with this country.
I wasn't surprised because they voted for even doing the trial. I knew they weren't gonna vote for it then, but it was just like, because I didn't even expect that type of evidence to be presented, bro.
Yeah, that
Like
shit was kind of
I thought it was
crazy.
gonna be the regular, but shit. But they had the videos of the niggas reading Trump fucking tweets out during a protest, and everybody repeating it. Like, come on now.
The fact
Yeah,
that Ted Cruz bum ass was 14 feet away from the mob.
yeah.
Like if he had turned left instead of right, he would have ran smack dab into their ass.
And
He's still out here thinking like, nah, they wouldn't have done nothing to me. They weren't that violent. All right,
it was
bro.
man, it was just so much fucked up shit, bro. Like, he called the motherfucker an hour after it started just to ask them what they gonna do about that vote. He ain't mentioned was they okay or nothing.
Yeah.
What pissed? Hey, did you peep that dude got mad that they said that they called his phone? It wasn't like they were saying that he called him to say that.
Yeah.
All they were saying was they called your phone. He's like, I want that struck in from him. Like, bitch, that ain't even important. Like, what are you mad about that for?
There's a whole insurrection going on, and your ass mad about who they calling.
Yeah,
The
he's
bullshit.
Like, no, he never like, nigga. That's not important. The fact is, it was a niggas laying next to you, hiding on the tables and shit. That got a call that was asked about fucking what they gonna vote for.
I still don't get the purpose of an impeachment. Bill Clinton's still walking around like he the most powerful motherfucker.
He didn't get impeached.
He didn't get impeached. He resigned.
Yeah.
He got
impeached. No, sorry, he did get impeached.
But did it go through? Did it go through?
Yeah.
I don't think that. Yeah, I think they didn't get.
He's the first Democratic president to ever be impeached. But the thing about
it is, his term was up. He was done.
Speak up.
But also the benefit is he could never run again anyway because that was his second term.
Yeah.
But he also loses access to security information. He also loses information. The $1 million lifetime what's it called when you get paid retirement fund. And he also loses his $3.3 million travel fund.
That ain't hurting Bill. That ain't hurting.
Bill was rich.
But that ain't hurting Bill. And
it ain't hurting Bill.
And plus, Hillary pillow talking all the secrets anyway.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, but it's gonna hurt. It'll hurt Trump though, because Trump ain't got the money he claimed.
Yeah, Trump is broke. We know he's broke. Like they trying to kick him out of Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I was about to say that because he already signed a thing though. He already had signed that years ago that he couldn't live there. But he only moved there because they counseled his ass in New York. And
he don't. And Georgia's thinking about investigating him. New York is investigating him right now. Arizona's about to investigate him. Like then the federal level might have let us down, but I believe the states will not because he is a private citizen now. So his ass is ain't no not showing up for court, motherfucker. Bring your ass. I feel like
he can get. I think he needs to get the RICO. Bro, Larry Hoover literally got locked up for people being GDs. What type of shit is that? So if I'm a Trumpist, yeah, you got to take that shit too.
No, for sure. Let's see what happens though.
Yeah, bro's got 100-some years. He can't even see his motherfucking grandkids and shit. That's bullshit.
Anyway, this goddamn book, chapter 14. We'll be covering 14 through 17. A lot went on throughout these chapters. We're kind of talking about the G20 summits, the meeting of world leaders in the general idea, and just the kosher of him not really being familiar. The fact that like he's stuck at that table for 8 hours and didn't bring no extra work or shit like that. Just learning the ropes of what it's like to be on the world stage, you know? So that was sort of the gist of chapter 14. Was there anything that stuck out for you, JB?
Nah, but I always kind of been a fan of other countries' governments and how they run their countries. And like you take Germany for example with Angela Merkel. She been 20 years almost as the president, and like the shit run a certain way. I just always wonder when the hell we gonna switch. Because this,
do you think
what about the term shit?
Yeah, this
I don't like.
Shit.
We could have used Obama for longer, but like,
used Obama
imagine having Trump for longer.
We
but
wouldn't
imagine
have
having
him for
Trump for
long.
long.
As you can see, he lost.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but
barely,
when you're
bro.
in
It
power
ain't-
like that, you need two things for that plan to work. You need to have set in stone that certain rules can't change. So like a president can't walk up in there and be like, well, we're gonna split up the electoral college of California.
Yeah, but
or we're gonna give more electoral college
check
votes.
this out. Check this out. The reason I say that, she's getting voted back in because she's doing a good job. It ain't got nothing to do with like Trump would get voted out, and people was like worrying about him running again. He wouldn't make it past the primaries in the Republican Party again because they don't support him as a whole. It's only a sector of them that's
man,
they see what he
it's
they see
because,
what he's
bro,
doing.
they
He
do
brought
they
in
look.
75
You
million
see the
votes,
control
bro.
that they lost. You see the control that they lost. There's the Republican Party. They're gonna support this part, but the amount of control that they lost in the
Yeah,
House and the
but
Senate,
the
they
people
would
still
never put him
know.
back in there.
See, but the fact that they would, bro. It's because of the jobs that they offer. That's why they support him. Like they would vote him out. They would vote those people out and vote people in that like Trump.
Yeah, exactly. Like Trump would maintain control because he has the ability to control him. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Control the votes.
Oh, you camera shy? What's up?
Now he had muted us for a while.
No, she said no. She don't want to say hi. But Trump would have the ability to control the party, and he could splinter the party. Because if he ran as an independent, he would just break up the Republican Party. I think he's more interested in, if he can't run as a Republican, he would put all his energy into destroying the Republican Party.
Remember, he don't want to be a Republican. He want a new party called the Patriot Party.
The Patriot Party, yep. And I think we're making a video next week about how patriots are just dumb. So it just stands to reason, like, you know, he wouldn't last long. But I think, like, JB, you got a point. To your point, Angela Merkel and Germany also suffered one of the greatest conservative losses because, you know, they were the people who housed the World War II. So on a world scale, they are constantly being looked at. Like when you think about like who was going to be in charge when America lost all its power, Germany wanted to step up. But the last time Germany was in charge, 2 million people got eradicated from the earth. So shit like that made it hard for them to step in.
Yeah, I don't see what everybody else see from Trump getting reelected. Like he will have to get through his party. Like I said, they done lost the House and the Senate. They ain't done that in how long?
I mean,
it's 8 years.
Did it with
so
Obama.
Shit, it ain't been that long. Yeah,
it
ain't been that long.
They had it, but they got it back, or they had it. They took it back from Obama, but even before that,
I think they had a little bit with Clinton too.
Clinton had it for his last term. That's how he got voted. That's how his ass got impeached.
That's what I'm saying. Republicans has always been in some sort of control. And
Trump will win. No, Trump will win that. He'll be the Republican candidate without no doubt.
I don't think so.
Who can beat him as a Republican?
They wouldn't let him run. They wouldn't let him run.
Who gonna stop Trump from running?
RNC gets to pick who represents the party. So if in their mind,
so y'all want to bet that he will win that party and they would let him go?
Bro, they would not. He would not run.
He got majority of the Senate in the House voted for him. The Republicans. That's why he ain't getting
party loyalty.
That's party loyalty. That's not loyalty to Trump. That's not loyalty.
That's not loyalty to Trump. That's party loyalty. It's a difference.
That's loyalty to Trump alone, bro.
If you
to Trump. If it was party loyalty, the rest of the Republicans that went against him wouldn't have did it.
Based on your theory, then, if Trump ran as independent, would the independent party grow bigger than the Republican Party?
I think a lot of them will have to switch up. That it wouldn't be an independent, but remember, he's talking about the Patriot shit. But he would be the Republican candidate. Nobody's gonna deny that, bro. Nobody in the Republican, probably Mitt and a couple other motherfuckers, but
the Republican Party, the fact that we are still equating the Republican Party to Trump is proof that the Republican Party has no identity. So I'll give you that point, Black. But the fact still remains, they lost so much. For Trump to have been president and put in all those judges and stuff, the fact still remains they lost so much. The House, the Senate, that's tragic.
Yeah.
But they lost it by what, 2 seats?
I mean, but
Still
you
lost
lost it. You lost it to
They-
in that.
I'm
and you
saying
got
they
those
lost.
two
I'm
se-
saying,
bro. But those two
but-
seats was in Georgia. Georgia hasn't been blue in
Right.
35 years.
that's because niggas are moving to Georgia like crazy, bro, and everybody can't move to Atlanta.
Savannah is
just,
blue as shit.
I don't see it, man. I don't
see it, honestly.
I don't see it.
I don't see who y'all think can run up against Trump as a
Whoever they
Republican and beat him?
decide to support, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Pick
You know,
anybody, bro.
it
Name
takes-
somebody,
it
bro,
takes
that you
one
think.
ripple effect. Because the reason he got in, and what people forgetting, the reason he got in, everybody was like, "Oh, he big business, so he gonna know how to run the country like an economic machine." He didn't.
Remember, nobody
He fell on
thought
his
that
face with that. You don't.
Bro, remember,
what's your next
everybody.
plan?
Look, remember, everybody thought it was a joke.
No.
No. I know people that supported him.
Yes.
No, I'm saying
They
we know
legit
people.
thought he
I'm
was
saying,
gonna come in here and have this thing
yeah,
on
we know
on
people
a
that was dumb. We know
machine,
people that's
like-
dumb, right?
Yeah.
We know people that's dumb, but I'm saying, like, for the world's sake, everybody thought that shit was bullshit for a while.
No, we thought it was bullshit. The Democrats and people that with that's against him thought it was bullshit.
The
People
Republicans
that
thought it
was
was bullshit, bro.
they
Until he
thought
actually
he
got
was
in there.
gonna come in here and really run the country. They thought he was gonna do something that ain't no other president been able to do.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Like they was like, you see him with China, like why should we be paying more taxes and they gotta send their stuff over here? Which is a good point. It's a good point, but he didn't know how to execute any of it.
Did not know how to execute it.
He knew how to execute it all. He didn't care because all his shit is being sold in China and made there.
It was a false flag.
That was his point. If all of our shit
All
is being
them
made in China,
big
we
ass
shouldn't
ties,
be taxed by our own shit. That was
all
his
them
point.
big ass ties is
I
made
agree
over
with.
there.
I always agree with that point. If all our shit being made in China, y'all not finna tax us to send it over here to sell our own shit.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I just rather fucking we get from underneath their umbrella altogether. So that way but niggas like Trump don't want to do those shit like that.
Yeah, because they require you to pay people in this country a fair living wage. Like half of the continent of China is literally impoverished, uncivilized, untraceable steps. Like it's a subsector of people, and then you go into these remote ass areas, and then you just see a big ass Nike factory because the motherfuckers out there living off of rice and stew. That's it. They don't need shit else. So I always feel like, you know, you can sit here and think about it, but the Republican Party has tied its, and with their inability to convict him, they have forever tied their wagon to him. Because if I was a Democrat, all I gotta say is if I was running against you, hey, when someone tried to take over our government, did you vote to punish this person? No? Then maybe you shouldn't be a congressman or congresswoman. Like, that's literally my argument. Like, raise your hand if you voted to punish a terrorist. Oh, see, notice how this person in the room cannot raise their hand. That's why you shouldn't vote for them. Like, that would be my go-to. But there was two things that were kind of interesting about the G20 summit and something that has been pegged as the Obama apology tour. One, during the G20 run, I guess, he had this idea that you could get the people to do their part. And by doing their part meant that America didn't have to do so much. But America was, a lot of people, even China, Germany, everybody was like, no, we need America to be the front runners with that. Is there an issue with us always being the lead charge of things? Like, it's clearly draining our economy. But now that our economy is in the toilets, would isolating ourselves from the world be a problem right now?
It wouldn't be a problem. It's the fact that the rest of the world think that we're in a position that we really not. It's like we basically that family member that's living in a bunch of debt but trying to keep up with the Joneses. So they got the big house, but they got twice as much debt. You know, that's basically America. That's basically this country, and that's basically how the rest of the world view us. And if we just took a step back and was like, you know, we need to pull our military. We can't protect none of y'all. Can't protect not one of y'all, and changed our position. I think it will definitely make a difference. But
I mean, but and not necessarily pull out completely. But if we were doing as much work as, say, people were doing in the G20, that 2% rule, I think 12% rule, I think we would have fall in line a little bit more, because there's without saying any specific situation, there are places out here that will straight up be decimated by warlords and fiends in other countries if we ever shifted our pieces. So the question is, if us leaving would require a generation of people to disappear, like if you want to say World War II, until we got involved, that was going to be a lifetime battle until we got involved.
But other countries, the difference is you got most of the countries that's in the Euro Union, right? They've had their time to basically focus on themselves and get themselves back straight. Mm-hmm. We ain't never had that opportunity. So why don't y'all take y'all forces and go do that? And we can pull our forces back in here and get our country back where we need it to be, especially financially. Because we sending out, I mean, they say that's our biggest income, how we bring in a lot of money from war, right? But
we also spend 2/3 of our budget there.
Right.
George?
The apology tour.
Hey, I like how Obama like, I ain't apologized about shit.
It's just further purpose. Fox News has been terrible for a long time. This book has also brought that into my mind.
Yeah.
Yo, Fox News has been the worst since forever, bro. So
I never got it when my parents used to say it. They used to say it all the time. I never understood, like, Fox? But I'm thinking Fox that play the Bears game.
Yeah.
You know, like, Fox, really? They got the Simpsons on. What y'all talking about?
They got the fucking Saturday morning cartoons. Like,
right.
What's so bad about them? No, they really are trash bag individuals, man. And it just bothers
horrible,
me,
bro.
It bothers me for two reasons. Because they didn't talk nothing about the impeachment, but this dude Tucker Carlson had the nerves to say, when Black Lives Matter went crazy this summer, we had a real reason there to bring in the military. Bring in, motherfucker, y'all did. Y'all was out here brutalizing motherfuckers, but they love to say like, oh, what are we gonna do? But none of them on Fox News even brought it. But then what's even more annoying is when you see the court document about how Fox News isn't a news station, so they can't even be sued for the shit that they're saying. Their entertainment purposes, their satire purposes. So take the news out your name.
Yeah, and it's what was it? Oh, it's crazy. I heard it from Skip Bayless when he went over to Fox FS1. He said the reason that he was going over there is because ESPN and Disney used to screen what he could say and do on his channels way more, and Fox was for entertainment purposes. That's all he wanted to do.
I love Skip and Shannon's dynamic because
yeah.
I like Shannon. Fuck Skip.
I like the dynamic.
I feel like Skip Bayless is playing a caricature. Skip has to be like that, but it gives Shannon permission to be like that superhero ass motherfucker.
Yeah, like Skip no, but the dynamic on First Take, that's trash. Max and Stephen A, they could throw that show away.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be buddy, and that I don't like.
I don't care if you're cool with. I'd rather that. Like, I don't like how when Skip and motherfucking Shannon is on there and fucking he never agree with Shannon.
They
like
do
Shannon. Nah, bro. Shannon agree with him.
They agree.
Shannon agree with him from time to time, but he never agree with Shannon. He'd be like,
it depend on the topic that they choose.
Yeah. He'd be like, okay, you were right with some of that. But this is where you were wrong. No, see, fuck that, bro. Shannon be right most of the time. He be wrong. Like, he be right most of the time.
Whenever I'm online, I don't see clips of Skip's argument. I always see clips of Shannon's argument.
Because that's the most important argument. He'd be like, oh, this nigga. Like, I would look for Skip shit too. Like, I'd be like,
yeah, I would look for Skip's. Like, what? But what is Skip saying?
He goes to hate on everything that if Shannon says something, especially LeBron, bro.
I know Skip can't stand LeBron.
Skip made a career off doing that with LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he ain't finna stop tomorrow, like today. Like what?
Yeah. For what? He got bills to pay. He got bills to pay next month.
All right. Okay. Look. Okay. What about this?
I mean, I can make it into two
the
parts.
last part
We already did we talk about Russia? We talked about the healthcare.
Chapter 15 is about the pirates and just that part.
Come here. I couldn't mute it.
It's about the pirates, the Muslim speech.
Yo, come here.
And just the sort of the distinction of the Middle East and visiting Germany for the World War II museum shit. So
probably
I was really interested to hear the story about the Navy SEAL ones, just how like these on a rocking sea, 3 pirates, and in the dead of night, you confident enough to take that shot. Hey, I will never ever if I ever just see somebody in the Marines or military, sir, it's no beef. I don't want it.
Just a corn.
Okay, get a chair. Come over here. I got crab and shrimp.
The loving father in his elements. You love to see it. But I don't know. Like, Black, can you speak to that a little bit about the Navy SEALs taking out those pirates, the Somali pirates?
Yeah, man. Them the pirates that were like, this is my boat now. I'm the captain now.
Look at me. I'm the captain. I'm the captain.
Yeah, I think that shit cool, bro. Anything in the military wise, when you get to go out and actually have a fulfilling mission, grab it. Where you succeed, bro. Like all our missions, we succeeded and we did them faster than we supposed to while we was in Afghanistan. That shit fun.
What about
you? Think you about to be out there for a month, and you be like, man, this shit about to take forever. We doing month missions in a week.
Well, then, JB, what about his empathy for like the Somali pirates who were basically a victim of the circumstances? You know, he put a lot of emphasis on having remorse, on having to do this because he felt like those were the kids that he could have helped the most. The oldest pirate on the ship was 19.
19. Yeah. I mean,
when you come from shit,
I just speak to Obama heart. Like that's the part of the presidency that he really didn't. I think he forgot or he just overlooked that he signed up for. Like, you got to make these calls to take people out,
to kill people, and it's some of the same people from like, because it ain't nobody from his people that he's seen, but he learned of them people while fucking with Michelle. Like, man, these people really in the hood like this, and they only have a couple choices, and the best choice for them sometimes be the worst choice.
Mm-hmm. Right, he know about people like that, like you said, like people like from Michelle, and like, damn, we could have did something, but you can't help everybody, and then you also gotta make those sudden calls, like you gotta make those sudden decisions, and I think that was a part that he overlooked about the presidency. Like, damn, I'm gonna really have to kill kids.
Merc, put him in the dirt. I had a sergeant major, bro. One of the craziest motherfuckers I ever met, bro, in the military. The sergeant major. He's funny. He's cool, dude. He just no bullshit. He was like, one meeting we was having for one of the weekends. We always have weekend briefs. That's supposed to be good and do right. He was like, yeah, fucking, we have to deal with a lot of dumb shit all the time. I feel like if the world, if we, as a nation, if we kill one idiot a day, this world will be a better place. And I'm like, man. Nigga, he was cold-blooded, bro, but that shit real. You kill an idiot that day, bro. Because if imagine Trump being killed 15 years ago, we wouldn't have to deal with that.
Hey, but don't you believe in the law of entropy? You take one force away, another will just replace it.
But but how though? The thing is, like, if all idiots die, everybody work their hardest to not be an idiot.
And therein lies the situation. What determines what an idiot is? Like, in this group right now, we would consider ourselves to be extremely useful people to society. But if you were talking to a Klansman, if you're talking to a Klansman, we're not. It's about who sets the rules. You feel me?
Well, according to a Klan, we may be good. So we don't need their involvement. They side with you. They're like, hey, he's the right dude, because he don't want the integration of us either. You don't want no more. I got more I got shrimp and everything. Okay.
Whole system shut down today. I would take PTO on the day the damn system shut down.
You said you like shrimp or you don't?
You said a lot of people are losing power right now, so I'm trying to. If my shit go out, just know that's why, because motherfuckers is losing power over by the hospital, which is crazy. How the hospital not have power?
I make this at home, so Jeremiah, if you want some tips, I'll tell you how to make it.
Send me your shit. Just text
You know, off the chain, boy.
And then the next thing we can cover, the World War II site. I feel like that was a really inspirational moment for him, just for him to see that. But in chapter 16,
with his uncle.
Yeah, with his uncle.
Yeah,
chapter 16. I did not know Obama was the first brewmaster president. That was pretty interesting. So
that's crazy. It's just crazy to know that a black dude is a brewmaster.
Yeah, a black person is a brewmaster. I did not know that was a thing.
No.
Because I've been to a brewery before, and that shit's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then we talk a little bit about how he deals with the pandemic, his first outbreak with H1N1, the problem with healthcare and history in this country. And we could talk about that, but then he also had to get the justice seat up and everything. But there's something I want to talk about that was really interesting about the healthcare situation and how, like, he went when he was in Kentucky, and he's not in Kentucky, in Louisiana, which was completely red, and they were just coming back from that hurricane. And he was talking, he had these long lines of people getting free healthcare, free food, and free stuff like that. And he was saying to him, like, damn, if we could get these people a healthcare system, they wouldn't have to do shit like that. And how he knew, no matter if you asked them right now, are you great for this? They would be like, yeah. But then in 10 weeks, if you were like, hey, do you want universal healthcare? They would still vote no. Like, what makes somebody vote against their best interest? Like, how do we get Republicans, poor white, not even white, poor conservative people to start voting for their values?
You sent Fred Hampton over there to talk to their.
Stop.
Like I had to fight a roach for this. He said I had to fight a rep for this pocket.
If we stop attaching them to our shit, and they gotta fight their own shit, they'll see the difference. They got free education because of black people. Yeah. They got the government assistance where it's at because of black people. Ain't got shit to do with y'all. Y'all just like to sit around and complain. If you stop,
but the government assistance shit, they had that first. Remember, they used to be the face of it, and then after the black people was able to get it, they tried to make it demeaning towards black folks. Mm-hmm. Like it was like before the 60s and stuff, when it gave it to the black people, they used to have the white people on there, and it used to be like a good thing because they'd be able to have their husband and everything with they shit, and they used to be like basically they promoted with them, with the family. Well, now after fucking black people was there, but they made it seem like it was just such a bad thing. Even though they'll be getting it, and they'll be like, yeah, we got they fucking up our welfare system. Even though the people that's arguing the shit on welfare, they be like, black people are using all the welfare. Like, you got that shit. Like you have Gary Owen.
Yeah.
Y'all know you ever heard him talk about his mama now?
Yeah.
Like y'all, they trailer park people, but they was racist.
Yeah, racist trailer park people.
Yeah, like you from the shit. You in the same predicament we in. That's how, like, y'all gotta watch that movie. Then next week
that's just the matter. I think we talked about it last time. Like, they more racist than they care about their own best interest.
Yeah,
no damn sense.
It's like basically the people that whipped the slaves. I can't think of what they call them, sharecroppers.
Mm-hmm.
They were just whipping the slaves. They ain't high shit. They were just in the same predicament. They were just able to whip other people that was like them. Yeah. Just a different color.
That's the Yale the Yale experiment or Harvard experiment.
Yeah. See, what it is that, you know, what they've always been able to have is that, well, shit, at least we above the black people. We might be poor, we might be white, but at least we above black people. Now they see black people elevate and make them more and more pissed off. Like, no, get off your ass and go do some shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was they running thing. That we were lazy.
Yeah.
Because
And
we've
now
been
that we're
held back.
achieving, yeah, and now that we're achieving, it's like, what do you use to make fun of us? That's a tough one right there. That's a
Are you black?
I'm like that fat lady right now that like well, she wasn't fat at first, but she eating crab leg shit online, making all that money. And she got
high
fat.
cholesterol and some more shit. You hate to see it, but and then another thing that we could push into about this one was the Supreme Court pick. To be honest, I don't even remember the homegirl's name.
What's her name? What's her name? I was about to say Roseanne Barr, but I'm pretty sure that's not it.
No, that's not it. It was like Sophia something.
Yeah.
But it was cool, like, to see that prospect of it. But it's just, once again, the thing that made it funny is because Obama used this as a precursor to kind of solve the issue. And I love how he didn't really state this, but he used the Supreme Court picking to kind of figure out the best way to get the healthcare plan through, which is how he tricked them into doing those fucking meetings. But it took him to basically sit down with the Republican minority and just be like, yo, flat out, what could we put into this bill that would make you happy to sign it? And he went basically and said, don't give people free healthcare. There's that, and so it's no part of this that wants to make you believe that the Republican Party had any vested interest in helping their people. So he used that to his advantage.
Helping any people, bro. That's the thing. They didn't want to help no people. That's the great, like, you don't want to help no people ever. But that's
where
not
does that come from? Like, if you have all this power, all this money, it's even if you gave me something, it wouldn't affect you. So why, like,
I always gotta ask myself on the other end of that is, if Obama was white and came up with this plan, would it have went different?
If he was a Republican, it would have.
He wouldn't be a Republican.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't. But I'm just saying, if he was white.
Well, actually, we do have an example. Bill Clinton tried the Massachusetts healthcare version of this, which was like the precursor of the Obama bill.
I like it in New Hampshire.
Oh, was it New Hampshire?
Somebody was doing it before Obama.
Oh yeah, somebody was trying to do it. But you want to know something that's interesting? Massachusetts and Maine both have universal health care on a state level.
Where Mitt from?
Mitt Romney's from Utah. They also have universal.
He do it too. Yeah,
he do it. It was Romney Care. That's what he called it.
Yeah.
Romney Care. Yeah. So Utah has universal health care right now. Republican place. So we know it works.
We know it worked, and we know Republicans picked it.
The crazy part, he was like, I wanted them to have a meeting with them so they can ask what they had and find out. Because a lot of them, like they said, they didn't give a flying fuck what it was Obama was putting forward. They just gonna deny it.
He's gonna deny
Then when they got to the point where he gave them a chance to ask questions and fill out there, like, damn, we wrong. Now they didn't know what to do.
I was in the vote when he rolling through it. They talking about you lied, like you ain't doing that shit to nobody else.
Hey, bro, he said, but I wanted to go down there and smack him. Like, man, I started dying laughing.
I was laughing, boy. I was on my run. I started laughing. Like, I wanted to go smack him.
It's because it's the way he said it. He said it so calming. I wanted to go down there and smack him, but in the better interest of my meeting.
It was the anger translator. He
needed that anger translator, yeah, for sure. That shit did make me laugh in passing. I had heard it the first time. I was like, and I giggled, and then I went back and listened to it.
And that's just the early precursor to the people that was gonna vote for Trump. Like all of this just showing you all the people that was gonna vote for Trump, because they said after he said that dude party,
he got money.
He got money. He got popular after you did that.
Mm-hmm. Some people need their ass beat in politics.
Yeah.
Some people,
but you know, Obama wasn't able to be that guy because he had to be the stand-up guy first.
Right. He gotta be stand-up guy
is the
first.
question, and then I pose this question to
They
you.
gonna get a real nigga.
If we had a real motherfucker in the house, in the White House, who wasn't gonna stand for
motherfuckers.
Do you think the Republican Party would have had the balls to do that shit to him?
They're not gonna try it.
But he wouldn't have made no second term.
No,
Not a black dude. Now we need a white dude. We need a white Democrat to be like that.
Hey, yeah. In this country, yeah. We need a white person just to stand up.
I think Bernie. I think it would have been Bernie, bro. Bernie don't be going for shit, bro. Like the other day, they had some shit when they called Bernie like ignorant slut.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Yeah, I don't appreciate that." Like, Bernie wasn't going for that shit.
Bernie ass would have came up there. Bernie was down to get chained to a car with a black woman. So he would have been
about New York governor.
Como.
I love Como.
People be trying to rag dog on his ass, but I be trying to tell people like
I feel like he wouldn't go for that shit, bro.
Yeah, no politician. You know
he wouldn't go for it because of how he get down with his brother.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, come on, be going.
No politician is perfect, but you just need a politician that's going to hold down the bare necessities, the quota, which is you're not about to disrespect me.
Right.
And then for what? Chapter 17.
Mm-hmm.
This is the part
this is what I wanted to root Rahm Emanuel ass, bro.
Yeah.
Because Rahm was really trying to distance himself, and Barack just such a nice ass dude that he brought him back into the fold.
It speaks to Obama's nature, you know.
I grew to like Mitt now though.
Mitt is I fuck with Mitt now because he had I don't know what changed.
Well, I don't think nothing really changed.
Because you want to know who else I fuck with that's a Republican?
Who?
Fucking Ben Sass from Nebraska. He voted to impeach that motherfucker. He was like, here in Nebraska, we get money. Yeah, we get money. We don't need help, so we don't give a fuck. Omaha and Lincoln, Nebraska were both blue. So like I was just like, he was like, we don't play petty politics. We get the shit we need, and that's it. If it's gonna help Nebraskans, we gonna win. And he basically said, if a bunch of motherfuckers ran up on the Capitol in Omaha, would we impeach or punish that people? Yes. So that's why I was like, damn, he represents me. And I felt bad because I voted against him.
I just feel like what's up? I feel like motherfuckers just need to stand by the people, bro. It ain't like that party shit is annoying, bro. Because only two parties. That's what make everything so stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And neither party got the full support of each other.
I think Trump just helped us realize that some of these Republicans wasn't as bad as we thought they was.
Hey, real
talk. I always thought that because I always like McCain. If McCain didn't pick Palin, I would have voted for him.
I don't know what McCain was thinking when he picked her. What was he thinking?
He would have won, bro. He would have won if he didn't pick her.
Yeah. Like, bro, when you talk about like tragic career-ending mistakes, that is one of them right there. You picked a woman who said she could see Russia from her front porch.
It only ended Palin's career.
He was trying to be the polar opposite of Obama. That's
he's trying to be progressive.
Yeah, he was trying to be
conservative. He got to be super conservative.
I'm gonna go get me a woman.
Yeah.
They got a black
dumbest motherfucker in the world, bro.
But the thing about it is, and you want to know what's sad is because in the House and the Senate at the time there was no Republican women on there. So even if he wanted to pick from a list of already predetermined women, he couldn't. He had to go to the state level. And you picked her, bro.
I'm an idiot.
You didn't go to Texas. You didn't go to Tennessee. Well, Texas didn't have nobody either.
I'm about to say, crazy. Texas ain't gonna have no women.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
So probably just wrong, bro.
You ever talked to a Republican from Texas?
Yeah, I told you I got a buddy
Yeah.
who his grandfather was the Grand Wizard.
They drive me crazy.
Eric, my co-host Eric, he voted for Trump, and every day I be looking at him like I be like, you voted for Trump to spite the Democrats because you think the Democrats don't keep their word, but here's a group of people that you know won't keep their word.
But you got to make a motherfucker keep their word, bro. Like they said, you ain't putting no money into politics. They got to go off who gonna pay them.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't rocking with either one of them. I vote for my grandma when I ain't rocking. Like, who gonna keep my grandma blood pressure down?
Pretty much.
I vote for my boy Bernie.
And that was a mistake I made in 2016. In 2016, I wrote Bernie's name in. I should have just swallowed that L and just went with Hillary and been done with it.
Oh, I didn't vote that time.
Too many people do that. I mean, we had too many.
Yeah,
people.
I didn't vote that time.
That's what happened.
I'll be so mad at the old Democrats when they do dumb shit, bro. Because that's the only reason Hillary got in there.
Hillary was out here victory lapping. That's why she lost.
Yeah, Hillary thought it was. She won the popular vote. She had the hot sauce in the bag. It just wasn't spicy enough. I don't know. But the last part I want to talk about this chapter 17, is the beer summit. Because this is the whole reason why I didn't want to read the book. But after getting, not even getting better information, but just understanding the type of person Obama is, he had to do this shit against his will. Because when he really sat back to explain it, he was like, I didn't call any officer stupid. And to be honest, when I first read this story, I heard him say that the officers were stupid. But when I reheard it after reading the book, I was like, damn, I definitely misheard that whole sentence. It's just further proof of how you judge people on a situation and not a bigger picture.
That's why I had a debate with somebody about Kanye. I'm like Kanye said that, but it's like, even though it's true, like you can be upset that he said it. It's true, but the thing is, have you heard other things that he said? And how he really actually stands when it comes to people.
With Kanye, you got to take everything into a context with him. You can't take the words he's saying and be like, "Oh, that's what he mean." Like, no, that's not what he mean. He not that.
Kanye don't even know what he fully mean when he said. That's why he had to go back on it and fix it.
He's not that simple. So like, if you're not gonna,
he's like Elon. That's he the good version of Elon.
I just never personally. I don't let things like that get me upset.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, they said it. I need to look. If you're not gonna look into it and understand what they said, then what you mad at 4 words for?
Yeah. And he apologized. He didn't mean. He like, I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry if it hurt you. But at the same time, nigga, you got a choice. Yeah. For me, I think you got a choice. Like, bro, dying is definitely a choice in every situation, bro. We have a choice right now, brother. If you grew up in a bad neighborhood, you got a choice to sell drugs and kill people, or you got a choice to struggle and be homeless, or you got a choice to struggle and make it.
No, I think there's a context to that. You can try to be the best, like to be a billionaire and never make it past being a janitor, because there's certain constricts. Like, everyone can't be a CEO. So no matter the amount of effort you put in, now you could be the best goddamn janitor in the world and therefore find a way of making a prosperous lifestyle like that.
You try.
Or you can sell drugs. Like,
what you talking? Like, when you can work your hardest. Like, I try to study people. Like, one of the things I always ask myself is like, why do people that work so hard like before and they never made it successfully? What was they doing? They weren't studying nobody. They was just going out and just doing shit, throwing it at the wall, hoping that it stick. That's dumb, actually.
Yeah.
That's really dumb. And that's why you spinning your wheels instead of just saying, hey man, I see you over here and you successful as a business owner. What am I doing wrong? And then actually taking that advice. People don't like it's so many people out here doing it. And
I'm gonna rich dad, poor dad.
Yeah. There's people that ain't got no business being multimillionaires that's multimillionaires. Mm-hmm. Because they at least was humble enough to say, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, even one of my homies, we working on a business plan. He was like, I really could have just did this on my own, but I don't know how to how sit down and have a business conversation. I just know how to hustle and grind. So he brought me into the fold. Brought one of my other.
I say it's always best to have a team, man.
It is
because even from a context of like just talking, you know how annoying or frustrating it is to be telling people, oh yeah, by the way, both of y'all motherfuckers, y'all both about to miss out on y'all bonuses for that sign up thing.
I signed up
to Weeble.
But it's the $100 down payment gets you the free wheel spin.
All right, well, give us $100. I'll send it back.
You ain't say that part. It just said it say on the app, it say put in 100 and get.
Hey, look at Heero. He don't want to give us the 100 though. Remember how they would tell him like if you put 100 in, now you get 10,000. Like I put the 100 up for me then, and I'll give you some of that money.
I can tell you what to invest in. I can get you on that free throw. Hey, that front line is up 17% right now. Some of
that money, boy.
Hey, but hey, and this is my excuse to everybody. Hey, all my money's tied up in investments and assets. Sorry, I can't help you. Like that's all I be saying to folks.
Hey, I'm reading Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. He just changed my perspective on loaning people money. I don't loan people money I care about. I'm sorry.
If I give you money, I don't expect it back. I just don't expect it back.
If I give because I want to.
Yeah,
I'm not giving it to you in hope like of a deadline. I ain't got no deadline.
I always get people asking me to borrow money, and he was definitely right. It do change the relationship because if I see you go buy some shit and I ain't got my $50 back for my $100,
nah, you can't. I was telling somebody that
I really don't like when I do that. I really don't care about what they do.
Like, all right, it's your money.
It's your money. Yeah. If I give the moment I give it to you, if you go out and buy a yacht, be like, thank you. I finally got the $50 I need to finish paying off my yacht. Like, I can't be mad. Like, I can't be mad.
No, at the same time, though, like when you give a motherfucker something, do you tell them like, okay, pay me by this day? No, you just give it to them. So,
if
they wait a year,
I'm gonna pay you on my next payday. Like I didn't had that before. Like I'm pay you on my next payday. Oh shit, some shit came up. I'll get you on the next one. I'd be like, nah, you know what?
I already know if you borrowing money, you ain't gonna really, it ain't gonna be a time where you got like. See Corey Holcomb got to it with his boy. He's like, when I hit a lick, I'm gonna pay you that $20,000. Like, nigga, you ain't gonna hit no motherfucking lick. We 60. Like, like nigga, you ain't hitting no lick.
That's hilarious.
Well, if I'm already lending you something, I already know something came up this time. Yeah. So I don't. You just was in a situation the other day.
But
you ain't did nothing to get yourself out of it.
And Heero, to the other business point, like people could work their ass off, but you tell me why a motherfucker like the Prophet come in and he be turning around businesses like that. Take him a week and a half because he know how you fucking up. Like I see businesses all the time, and I'll be watching like people, and I think I told you that like people market once a week and expect somebody to buy their product because they like them because you my friend.
Because you my friend shit. That you my friend shit kill me. I don't like your music. Why the fuck would I buy it? Because I'm your friend.
You better go
really be out here hurt. Like, and I was telling this to JB, like same thing. We gonna like I don't even like, and when I complain about that shit, the people who actually watch my shit are only people being attacked because it's not like this is gonna be sent to somebody like Luke. Luke will not listen to my shit, but I don't expect him to. This is not his forte. He's not into politics.
Yeah.
Like, why am I so concerned about pitching my shit to my friends? If you cannot give your friends something to make money off of, then you don't have no business trying to get them to focus on your shit. Because like my goal, like with bringing you on board, JB, I'm not hoping that your friends want to watch your shit. I hope they see something else on the channel and stick around for that.
Right.
That's the purpose of it. Like, I hope that if one of my fans are here, they'll be like, damn, I only watched 2 videos of Heero this week, but they see, oh, he got these married couples on here. I want to see that shit.
Yeah. And I think we need to promote that more too, though. Like, as far as these black, like I said, I got some good married ass niggas.
Yeah, I
got some good single homies.
Hey, low key, I was just gonna like crop out a photo of JB and the 2 homeboys and put that up because like the 2 audio tracks I listened to, I'm like, man, I want to put these bitches up. Like I'm out here waiting on them to make a logo and some more stuff. I'm trying to get this out.
From that standpoint, we just want to make sure, like you said, got that 11. But I'm ready to post those other two whenever.
No, I can respect it because at the same time, you guys are experiencing what a life in the time of making content is. Because if you miss the deadline, then it's like, okay, now I gotta press you on this. Like this was the agreement. You feel me? So I definitely like hear you wanting to take that approach, but it's all like I think like people also take that shit very personable. Like do the bare minimum first before you start asking for favors. You know, like it's real easy to ask for favors, but if you do the work, like okay, you guys are making content. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, man, they out here making better content than me. The fuck? No. Make that shit. Make that shit. Because if that's where the channel goes, that's where the channel goes. It's the 80-20 rule. 80% of the videos I make, I don't have to like them. I need my audience to.
Yeah, we got topics, bro. We finna put some work in over the next couple weeks. We'll be ready to drop. We gonna be ready to drop before. Cause I want episodes to be ready to go before my daughter get here. Cause obviously I ain't gonna be able to control crying.
Yeah.
I'll be ready to go.
Babies be good, bro. Babies be good until they like 5 months when the crying really kick in.
Yeah.
They get bro. My baby, like since I took off the first year of her life, she barely cried at all because fucking everything she needed was taken care of.
Because that's all they cry for when they that age.
Yeah.
Need some shit.
Yeah. Now she ate when she was supposed to eat. She fucking got a diaper change. I ain't never had a diaper rash because she never sat on that shit. I had her ass in a walker when she was like 4 months, bro. She started walking when she was 7 months. I wasn't playing, bro. Like, cause you know these new babies hold their neck up. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, cool.
They
She
don't
going
need
this
your help
motherfucker
no
walk.
more.
She never crawled. She did that little goofy ass hop shit, and that was more dangerous for me. So I'm like, I gotta put her in a walker. Because she'd get up on her feet and her hands and try to hop. I'm like, nah, that's too dangerous.
Wash your face.
Oh God. And all this handsome on me, I'm like, my daughter gonna be cute, so shit.
But yeah, that
Niggas ain't catch that. Y'all some haters.
We wasn't give you the benefit. I personally wasn't gonna give you the benefit. I wasn't gonna give you the benefit.
I was actually looking at a picture of this beer summit right now, and it's so crazy. Like, it's just again how everybody just take words and make them mean what they want them to mean.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that Obama was doing, it's like everything he did, they had to try to paint it in a bad picture, but it was hard. It was hard as fuck to paint this man as a bad dude because he wasn't even arguing with you. He wasn't even going he didn't even give you an attitude.
Yeah.
Like you hardly ever seen him mad. Like I don't even know if I ever seen Obama mad.
I've seen him upset when he cried about that school shooting.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's crying. Like, but you ain't see him like when the argument. Like, you know how people be arguing,
cool.
like they be dead ass with their attitude in his face, and he'll be right there, cool. Like, yeah, you know.
See how other motherfuckers be debating? He don't never get into that shit in the debate. He just be cool as hell, like
cool little motherfucker. And he'll laugh at you when you say something dumb. But then he gonna come with a proper point. Like this nigga was like, he never fucking got upset. I ain't never seen that. I want to see that. Now that he ain't president,
you'll never see that from him. He's too good. He's too.
I feel like right before he died, he should drop a video like these motherfucking dummies. Because I ain't even see Michelle. I feel like I thought Michelle was gonna come from behind him, but he probably was like real naive, like babe.
Yeah, babe.
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that moment because he got to bring up when that lady was pointing her finger in his face.
Michelle probably pop off in the White House. She
He
probably was getting it out, and then all right. That's how my wife is. She let me know what she really think, and then we get in public. I'll be like, babe, look, you gotta let me handle this the way I handle it, because she know I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah, that's why I tell Jeremiah he the good me. So Jeremiah talked to you when he was young. I was gonna punch you in your shit.
Nah, I think being like I said, being black is one hell of a gymnastics trick. So when motherfuckers get it figured out, you try and just give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Try to.
You gotta do too much as a black person, bro. You gotta fight everybody on the outside and your fucking own people.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I've talked to these women not too long about them not understanding the black men, like as far as when it comes to how we talk growing up. Not I don't know about Heero. Nigga, I know Heero was taught like he African. You weren't taught to have no weakness. So I know you ain't never been that like you ain't like so it's hard like to get a black man to open up to you. You can't be that aggressive with him because then he gonna be close you out even more.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not taught to be that open and stuff like that for the most part. Like everybody ain't have a 2-parent household where you know your father talk about his feelings or his feelings never like you know how black men feelings never matter that much in the house. Like if happy wife, happy life, but nobody ever said about nothing about a mad husband.
That's why we started our podcast.
Yeah, because you got to just deal with as a man. You're supposed to just deal with whatever you're going through and work on everybody else's issues.
Yeah, I was telling my pops what the name of the what we was working on as a podcast. He was like, "Oh, you talking about the forgotten species?" Because don't get no fuck about us.
When JB said
like,
that shit hit me different.
Yeah, because when you like when the chick mad, bro, the whole relationship changed. But when you mad, you just mad, nigga.
You gotta deal with it. Figure it out.
You just gotta deal with it. Just like that's why I said that the black man's guide to understand the black woman. The first like couple chapters, bro, is basically speaking on that and how fucking women just teach these girls the wrong shit. Because as a kid, they already learned to not respect a man and to lie, all type of wild ass shit.
It was crazy. I was reading that like about like the Section 8 in the clause, like you couldn't have a man in the house. So
you heard Shahrazad Ali, right? Speak on that shit.
Who the hell is that?
I'm gonna send you her clip, bro. Her just talking about that. You like, that's the woman who wrote that book, the black man's guide to understand the black woman.
Oh, she wrote the book.
Yeah.
Oh, are we reading that next? Nah,
we can't read that here.
Why?
That book is just like we can. I don't give a fuck. But y'all gotta be ready for the backlash that women gonna get from just the first few chapters, because it's gonna be so much that you agree upon. It's completely right, bro. It's just like because you're gonna see it. You're like, yeah, because
I'm never not gonna acknowledge truth to power. Like you can agree to disagree, but you're not gonna sit here and tell me I can't acknowledge truth because it hurts your feelings. Go fuck yourself.
That's what makes our dynamic in our house different, because I'm gonna address it. Like
well, that's what I'm saying. But that was a good relationship. That's why I said y'all have a good relationship. That's why I named the people I named, because I know y'all can have a conversation with y'all lady, and I know that for a fact that they care about how y'all feel.
Yeah.
So it ain't gonna be like y'all don't feel good and they're gonna be just wipe that shit off. Other than like, look at this motherfucker, he gets on my nerves. Look at him trying to pretend he ain't sitting right here. You want a snack? Come on. Look at him. The snack room. He to be trying to hide and like he ain't doing something he ain't supposed to be. He's sitting at the top of the stairs like that's where he lives.
And then other than the beer summit, was there anything else in chapter 7 we found remotely interesting?
Oh, come on, we're going downstairs. 17, fuck it. But that was when he chose old girl too, wasn't it? So we already talked about that.
Yeah.
For the Supreme Court. So yeah, we can close out shit. I got the shit anyway.
Look, Black is he is so over the top. Black is so over the top.
Hey, I just gotta keep it real with y'all.
Hey, man. But Black, was it JB, was there anything else you wanted to cover?
No, I'm scrolling through this stuff now. Nah, we hit it all.
It was a good chapter. I feel it's good. It's a good buffer. If there was any fat needed to be trimming off this book, it would have been. For me right now, it's this part.
Yeah, he just wanted to talk. He just healthcare was his baby, so he had to talk through that.
Give it his whole little section. I can respect it. I can respect it. But
I was waiting for that though, because I didn't watch that, and I wish I did though, to see him talk to the Republicans about the healthcare thing and them not being able to deny it.
It was so funny watching that video. I was like, damn, y'all really didn't read this shit.
Nah.
And that's the thing now. The only reason they didn't vote against Trump because they wasn't watching it, bro. They didn't even watch it, and some of them wasn't even in the building. I mean, in the room doing this shit.
No.
Like, cause ain't no way hell you see these videos. Like, how you not voting against a motherfucker that was about to get you, that was okay with you dying? Like, he ain't mentioned it the whole entire time about like no peace when that shit was going on. He only called about getting the motherfucker to vote against the shit. Like, that's crazy, bro. I'm about to die, but I'm gonna vote with you because what?
Party loyalty, racism.
Right there, that ain't loyalty. That's just dumb. That's just stupidity at that point. That ain't loyalty. Because if you about to kill me and I know you trying to kill me or don't care about me, you sending people to kill me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we could go ahead and wrap because she
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and find me some dinner. I'll catch up with y'all, man.
All right, fellas.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send y'all the shit for these crab boys. I gotta get the turkey bags and shit, put that shit in the oven. So yeah, just y'all can learn how to eat, bro. Chef Boy GD. I might do a little video or two and pop that on there and me cooking.
Send it over to me.
All right, like. All right, I'll catch up with y'all. I'm gonna get on this phone call.
Hey, Larry taught me how to cook.
All right, man.
All right. Peace.